students. This is the 12th session of the Unit 3, that is in continuation with the fermentation. In the previous session, we have learned about the fermentation, the different types of fermentations like ethanol fermentation, lactic acid fermentation, and acetic acid fermentation. And we also have seen the different microorganisms involved in fermentation. And now we will discuss about the fermented products and the advantages of fermentation. So, what are fermented foods? Fermented foods are the foods that have gone through a process during which the microorganisms like bacteria, yeasts, or molds convert large organic molecules like starches and sugars in the food into organic acids like lactic acid, acetic acid, and alcohols. And they contain healthy live bacteria known as probiotics, which exerts various health promoting benefits. Next is the classification of fermented foods. Fermented foods are classified on the basis of substrate used. So we have fermented cereal products or fermented cereal legume products. We have fermented milk products, fermented leafy vegetables, fermented meat and fish products, fermented alcoholic beverages, and miscellaneous foods. Various commonly consumed fermented cereal legume based products are idli, dosa, dhokla, adai, vada, marchu, chilra, tungribai, hawai jar, and patura. Now, considering one by one, idli, here rice and black gram dal in the ratio 3:1 is soaked and ground to a fine paste. Then it is fermented overnight and steamed in an idli maker. Rice gives softness and spongy texture to idlis. Bengal gram has a mucilaginous substance in it which traps carbon dioxide between the matrix, giving volume to the product. The spongy texture of idlis can be attributed to the surface acting proteins globulin and polysaccharides arabinogalactin. The microorganisms present on the ingredients are those from the air which bring about the fermentation. The bacteria recognized in idli fermentation are Lactobacillus lactis, Streptococcus lactis, Streptococcus faecalis, Leuconostoc mesenteroides, and Pediococcus cerevisiae. A number of wild yeasts are also implicated in fermentation. The acid and gas production are mostly related to growth of bacteria. Microorganisms developed during the pre-soaking of black gram dal have a high auto-fermenting ability. The optimal condition of fermentation is 30 degrees centigrade for 16 hours. With the progress of fermentation, there is an increase in batter volume, acidity, and non-protein nitrogen. Fermentation also increases the content of B vitamins. Next, moving on to dosa. Dosa is a popular South Indian dish made from soaked and ground rice with black gram dal in the ratio 4:1 to 6:1. Salt is added to the paste and fermented overnight or longer if required. Thereafter, any additives, if wanted, are added. Then the batter is spread evenly on a flat tawa and cooked with little oil. Served as it is then served as such or with any fillings. Next, dhokla. This snack is popular in western states of India like Gujarat. It is a low calorie tasty preparation made of rice and Bengal gram in the ratio 3 is to 1, or semolina and Bengal gram flour in the ratio 3 is to 1. The ingredients are made to a paste with sour curd and water and then fermented for a few hours, followed by steaming in a flat containers. It is served after cutting into pieces as such or after frying with mustard seeds, curry leaves, and spices. Next, Bhaturu, Marchu, and Chilra, these are the leavened products or leavened rotis constituting the staple diet of rural people in Himachal Pradesh. Then next, Tungribai and Hawai jar are the traditional fermented food products prepared from soya bean seeds commonly consumed by people of Meghalaya and Manipur. Bhatura is a typical North Indian Punjabi preparation made from refined wheat flour, that is maida. Maida is kneaded into dough with fat, curd, and water. Thereafter, it is left to ferment by covering with a damp cloth. After the fermentation is complete, the dough is divided into balls which are spread out in form of chapati and deep fried. This is served as an accompaniment with chole. Various types of fermented milk products are dahi, shrikhand, lassi, and buttermilk. Dahi, it is traditionally naturally fermented milk product obtained from boiled cow or boiled buffalo milk and sourced with lactic acid cultures such as Lactococcus lactis, Lactococcus cremoris, and diacetyl lactose is used in combination or separately. Next, Shrikhand. Shrikhand is a sweetened, dewatered dahi which is popular in western and some parts of southern India. To prepare Shrikhand, dahi is suspended in a muslin cloth until all the free water has drained off. The semi-solid mass is then whisked with water through a fine cloth, colored and scented with saffron or rose water, and is flavored with cardamom. Next is lassi. Lassi is a traditional fermented milk beverage which is prepared by blending dahi with water, sugar, salt, and spices such as cumin seeds and coriander seeds. Buttermilk. Buttermilk is the liquid that is left over when butter is churned out of cream or dahi, consumed with or without added salt and spices. It has less fat content and fewer calories compared with regular milk or dahi. Next, various commonly consumed fermented leafy vegetables are gundruk, sinki, and anishi. These are fermented foods prepared from leaves of mustard, cauliflower, and colocasia respectively, and is consumed by the Nepalese people in Darjeeling, Sikkim, and Nepal. Gari, hentak, and tungtap are various fermented fish products of northeast India. Different fermented alcoholic beverages like Inog, Epong, Zuto, and Judima. These are various alcoholic drinks made from different rice varieties. Miscellaneous fermented foods include miso, soybean, mia mikri. These are fermented bamboo shoot products and are indigenous to the people of Himalayan regions of Darjeeling, Sikkim, Manipur and Himachal Pradesh. Here are some of the most commonly prepared fermented foods and beverages with their fermenting microorganisms. Various microorganisms like Leuconostoc pantherus, Leuconostoc plantarum, Penicillium, Leuconostoc mesenteroides, etc. They act on various substrates such as wheat, maize, sorghum, millet and rice and produce various cereal fermented products. Various microorganisms like Lactobacillus bulgaricus, Lactococcus lactis, Lactococcus acidophilus, etc. act on various substrates such as milk and milk casein and produce various fermented dairy products. Microorganisms like Leuconostoc mesenteroides, Aspergillus species, Rhizopus species, etc. act on various substrates such as soybean, cabbage, ginger, cucumber, broccoli and radish and produce various fermented vegetable products. Microorganisms like Leuconostoc seki, Leuconostoc curvatus, Leuconostoc carnosum, etc. act on meat and produce various fermented meat products. And microorganisms like Aspergillus oryzae, Zygosaccharomyces bailey, Saccharomyces cerevisiae, Acetobacter, etc. act on grapes, rice and cereals and produce various alcoholic and non-alcoholic beverages. Fermentation has various advantages. It improves the flavor and texture of the product. Nutrients are increased like vitamins B and C. Fermented products are easily digestible. It decreases the pH and inhibits the harmful microorganisms. Certain harmful substances like trypsin inhibitors and phytins are decreased during fermentation. Variety in the diet is increased. Fermented foods have a longer shelf life than the original foods. To summarize, fermented products are of immense importance to mankind since time immemorial. Around the globe, for thousands of years, fermented foods have been part of the human diet due to the modifications in their natural form, contributing to enhanced flavor and high profile nutritional properties. The large diversity in traditional fermented foods of India is because the regional health foods have evolved according to the climate, culture and cropping practices of a particular region. Fermented products are prepared by controlled fermentation to produce acidity and flavor to a desirable level. Fermentation enhances digestibility, flavor and aroma of food and exerts health promoting benefits through biological enrichment of food substrates with protein, essential amino acids, essential fatty acids and vitamins. It may also assist in the destruction or detoxification of certain undesirable compounds which may be present in raw foods and have a longer shelf life than the original foods. These are the references used. Thank you.